Hi, my name is Farah, and in the past year, I had to go through major life changes. I started my intern year at the hospital, and between working every day, studying, trying to figure out big life decisions, and moving forward with them, I felt pressure to even exist. I gained weight, lost weight, then gained it all back, which honestly made me feel extremely unrecognizable to myself. It has been this way since these 2 past months since I started my intern year. To make it even worse, I didn't open up properly about it to the people around me. And all I kept asking myself was, what the heck was I doing? Going through this sort of slum, let's say, where I'm not doing anything, I'm not being productive. And because I'm bad at managing my life decisions, I decided to take an unplanned trip to Turkey in the craziest period of my life. So we just boarded the airplane. So there's that. And for some strange reason, I now have a pimple here, which is so weird. I've never had a pimple there. But yay, there's a first time for everything. Every day for the past year, I woke up feeling guilty. I was telling myself the story of not being good enough to pursue things, whether it being medicine or other life aspiration. That I wasn't brave enough, that I wasn't committed enough. But even I knew that it wasn't just about commitment. It wasn't just about waking up one day and deciding to fix it all.
In this society, there's a genocide of authenticity. There's very little that actually promotes healing, and there's very much that undermines it. This society loves you to be addicted, feeling inadequate so that you're trying to meet other people's expectations. It loves you to try to fit in instead of being authentically yourself. This culture kills authenticity so that this path towards wholeness, is not supported by the culture. In fact, it's undermined by it. So we have to kind of take it on for ourselves, not just as necessarily as individuals, but in the face of cultural programming and propaganda.
I had to grieve what I lost to leave space for whatever is yet to come. Allowing myself to go through this journey allowed me to realize a lot of things. It allowed me to accept that trying to control everything is unhealthy, even if I think it's the only possible option to handle the situation. I had to accept that I wasn't where I wanted to be and that I felt lost most of the time navigating this past year. It wasn't just a slump, I was actually burnt out from trying to hold everything together the way it used to be. But the truth always finds its way back to the surface no matter what you try to do to hide it. But with acceptance comes also liberation.
When you create yourself to make it, you're going to have to either let that creation go and take a chance on being loved or hated for who you really are, or you're going to have to kill who you really are and fall into your grave grasping onto a character that you never were.
Living authentically can be very challenging, especially when you have no way of truly knowing what that means for you. At least that was the case for me. I was feeling uncertain and clueless on what the future holds, and overwhelmed by the idea of it. But here I was, in a different country, being forced to experience the uncertainty. I'm not really sure how to explain it or put the feeling into words, but for me, it started with the ability to take things as they come, day by day. It also meant life wasn't going to be black or white anymore, and that I had to learn the ability to hold space for growth and wanting a sense of direction, but also accepting that this journey wasn't going to be linear, that I needed to discover what living my own life meant and taking autonomy on my own decisions. I was so busy getting caught up in the idea of wanting to have goals and to achieve things as soon as possible to appear as this successful person. But I sort of missed the entire point of it, which for me at least was to actually build a lifestyle that I was happy about, that I was authentically living for. And maybe this fear of being seen for who we truly are, or feeling alone because we don't necessarily fit in what is perceived as someone worthy of love and admiration, is the reason that keeps us from ever truly unlocking our full potential of existing the way we are meant to be, as authentically as we possibly can. Whether you find yourself in a similar situation or you relate to all of this, what I want you to take from it is that sometimes we just need to let go of the facade that we're trying so hard to keep and just genuinely ask ourselves the question of who are we truly trying to be and what for?